Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, November 11th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Ethereal Vision Tarot cards. First off, thank you to everyone in the past, present, and future for their service, for what their family has sacrificed for our freedoms. We are truly indebted to you. And if you're out in the world and you see a vet or anyone that you can, for first responder, frontline worker, if you can buy them a coffee or thank them for their service, definitely do so. So we're working on major change and transformation with the death card. So this is Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio. The moon is in Gemini. So Spirit is telling us to get more into Gemini's energy. Um, Deborah Silverman was just like, yeah, we can be deep, but, don't forget to have fun at the same time. This is literally playing out with myself. Like, my vibrations have been on high. Now that basically the ball has been, not ball has been dropped, but at least the information has been dropped. Like, it's just like, I think we would have all been fine with it. It's just the way that something was said really cut us deep, but it's just like, it is what it is. But the thing is to remember is not to make permanent decisions out of temporary emotions. That is one of the biggest, like, that is something that will always carry with me moving forward. Like, I am an emotional, sensitive creature. I ended up being so frustrated. And it's like I can articulate my feelings sometimes because I'm so upset. I end up crying. And it's like I want a Nerf bat to beat the crap out of a pillow or something. You know what I mean? It's just like purge that energy. Um, it's just been a lot of things lately, and it's just like, this has happened. But I just said to myself, I was just like, my higher self is talking to me, and it's just like, you know what? It happened already. You know, just do your best. Whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm not a quitter. You know what I mean? I'm dedication and determination. I will be the victor wearing the wreath. You know what I mean? They've already talked about a certain situation with a previous job where, hirers ups try to pull the puppet strings and watch the puppets dance, and it's just like, ended up blowing up in their face. They ended up shutting down the whole place because of it. It's just like they don't know how to treat people. Like, it is what it is. But I feel like with the death card for some of you, because the lovers is present here, I feel like either this is work or this is love. And this is something that Spirit has talked about since January 24th, that, stuck situations are moving forward. So change and transformation, I feel like for some, if you are in a relationship and you cut someone out of your life and now they're dead to you, I feel like you're moving forward. They're reminding you of the badass that you are and the feminine energy of Empress. They're showing that you rule with love. And it's just like, don't forget who you are. You know what I mean? You're a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like it's like putting yourself first. You know what I mean? You deserve better. And that's what I was saying to myself. It's like, no one deserves to be talked down to like that. I feel like they were articulating why something was like, why something wasn't happening, but maybe it was better just to keep that to themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's just better to say like, nope, it's not happening. Like, but I feel like it just kind of slipped. I like, you know what I mean? Like, I know this person, they're not a malicious person. You know what I mean? I don't think they thought maybe it would affect us the way that it did, but it did. The lovers. So a new partnership comes in here, right? So in work, this is a new partnership. In love, this could be a new partner that comes around. I feel like for this is a person that monkey bars from one relationship to the other. So they don't leave one relationship until they have a brand new one to go to. Or they sit there and it's like, they don't even give themselves time to heal or feel. They just move on to the next. The Wheel of Fortune. So a stuck situation moves forward here. We're moving forward. Even with the Six of Swords here, forward movement, right? We love forward movement. We can't live in that energy. Like, that's what I was saying. Do not make permanent decisions out of temporary emotions. You know what I mean? We got to sit there and I purged last night. I definitely felt frustrated. I'm like, I'm working so hard to accomplish certain things, and I felt like I just got basically like a sonic boom pushed me all the way back to the first start line, you know? And it's infuriating, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, you're trying to accomplish certain things. Like, you work your butt off, and I don't know, it's just, they've been putting a bad taste in my mouth now for like 6 weeks, you know what I mean? So it's just like, again, it's like temporary situation, you know what I mean? It's like, all you can do is move forward, you know what I mean? Like, It is what it is for some people. But the Page of Pentacles, this grounding force, you even see with the Six of Swords sitting in the boat. Even though we're in this emotional situation of Scorpio, body of water, it's like we have to ground ourselves. We need to sit there and be like, exactly like they're saying, don't sit there and make permanent decisions out of temporary emotions. So don't make an emotional decision. Sit there, do what you need to do, woosao, meditate on it, ask spirit about it. I was not shocked that the Eight of Pentacles came out again. You will be victorious if it comes to work in this situation. So it's just like, you know what? Leave it in the past. It happened to me yesterday. Leave it in the past, move forward. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean? So honestly, it's been like this since day one. So it's kind of, is it really shocking? No. But it's like with the Six of Swords, they were highlighting, the full moon. We think the full moon, we think of the moon card. We think about the moon card, we think about the wolf moon, which is in January. Establishing boundaries. It's a brand new year, so it's a new year, so establishing boundaries. You know what I mean? Calling back in your pack. So it's just like, maybe people have been all of the sorts. Like they're showing me like, they were showing like Zoom or Skype on a laptop, but I feel like, with myself, I would be talking to my sister on Zoom. And just purging those emotions. But it's just like, that's what I feel like. It's like you know what I mean? Like, I was in shock, but not, because I already knew it was coming. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you're still in shock. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like that one thing that was said just kind of dug us a little deep. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, it's so infuriating. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, there's some of us, you know what I mean, that put our heart and soul into things. And just that comment, it was just like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So, with the Page of Pentacles, either this is financial news coming in with no harm to none, you know what I mean? Or it's information that will ground you. You know what I mean? So, we always say, like, Pentacles is money, which is great, with no harm to none. We all know nothing wrong with an increment of money. But the thing is, it's just, again, this could be grounding forces, because with the Six of Swords sitting in the boat, that wood is your grounding force. Going to the Eight of Pentacles, you will be successful in this. If it isn't a work thing, if something is happening, maybe you're worried, or you're just like, oh my gosh, more. You know what I mean? It's just like, shit. Oh, excuse me. It's like they're showing a plate and it's filling up. They just keep piling on the plate. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to happen. I read for someone. I know things that are, I kid you not. I've been doing this professionally for a while, but it's just like, even when things happen, I'm still dumbfounded. I'm just like, huh? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, wow, When I heard it, when I was doing a reading for someone, I was just like, okay. You know what I mean? And now that it's happened, you're just like, okay. Like, I thought this would be the new year, but that's what they're working towards. But anyway, but I feel like, look at the strong energy at the end. We have the Empress and we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like that's what they're saying. You will not let this temporary situation knock you out. You are determined. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, especially if you grew up in the 80s, have that determined energy, because we work hard, we play hard, we love hard, we do everything like to the fullest. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I resonate with a lot of people that I work with in that way. And especially as someone, and I never want to sit there and be defined as a single mom, because it's like, I'm more than that. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to let that situation define me, because I work my damn butt off for my kids. You know what I mean? I work it, like, I've always done that. Even when Shane was here, it's like, like I said earlier, like in the previous video, it's like, my money is family money. It's not my money. It's the family's money. You know what I mean? Like, I share the wealth. I'm not a-hole like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like, they're saying opportunity. So I feel like that's what that Lovers is, if this isn't a work situation. If this is a breakup for you, I don't feel like you'll be single for that long. I really don't. I feel like someone, either his best friend or someone like that, someone strong like that, will come forward. Because the thing is, And that's where a lot of people don't realize, where someone will sit there and take you for granted, or take if you take someone else for granted, they have someone by their side that they complain about, and they're sitting there in their head like, you effing idiot. Do you not see everything that they do for you? They will never say that to their friend. You know what I mean? Because they're just like, you're a freaking moron. But you know what? They'll sit there and they'll like, you know what? You ain't going to appreciate. What do they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. That goes with relationships as well. You think your relationship is so garbage? Oh my gosh, how dare they make me my favorite meal 3 times a week? How dare you do all the laundry? How dare you go grocery shopping and make sure all the bills are paid and be responsible? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, you're tired? Why are you tired? It's like, are you crazy? Like, did you hit your pretty little head? You know what I mean? What you don't appreciate, someone else will. And that's the thing. And that's what the Empress energy is about. In a relationship or in work. If someone doesn't see you, someone else will. You know what I mean? But again, do not make permanent decisions out of temporary emotions. Let the emotions pass and then assess, meditate on it, pull some cards on it. Whatever you feel will give you the right positive answers, go to your person and talk about it. Purge your feelings. But I just feel like there's a lot of emotions here. We're in Scorpio. Like I said, get into that Gemini energy. Let things settle and go from there. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like it's very calculated. You know what I mean? Because it's the holiday season. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like just move on from there. You know what I mean? I feel like they're making greedy decisions, but it's just like those usually backfire. So just keep moving forward. Do you. Worry about you. Don't worry about anything else. Don't get involved in nobody's dramas. And just do you. You know what I mean? Do what makes you happy at the end of the day, because nobody paying your bills and nobody is laying beside you at the end of the night of your relationship. You know what I mean? Do what makes you happy. We have one life to live. People may not agree with your life, and that's fine. It's not their life to live. They don't agree with it, then, see you in the posterior, because we don't have time for none of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, November 11th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.